BioRails for DMPK, a single workflow from request through data analysis to reporting results all in one system. This is the cytochrome P450 IC50 assay, run in BioRails. Logging in as Rodney McKay, he is the chemist responsible for requesting assays to be carried out against samples. I create a new request from the dashboard. My request has an ID and I can set a delivery date. I'm requesting a sample ID. Valid compounds can be requested for this assay. I am pasting in a list of samples that are validated against the database. I'm selecting the CYP queue, though multiple queues can be selected for the same compounds if desired. I'm now loading the requests. There are no properties to fill, so I can continue to the next step. These compounds have previously been requested, but I can click to request them again. The request is now complete. I now log on as Samantha Carter. She is the DMPK team leader. She has access to the queues and it's her responsibility to manage them. I select the top samples that have been added to the queue and I can create a new task. First, I update all the items to active so that Rodney knows that they are being dealt with. I'm assigning them to Janet Fraser, a bench scientist. The task is created with all the information that Janet will need to carry out the task. Now logging in as Janet Fraser. She's the bench scientist who will be carrying out the assay. All of the tasks assigned to Janet are on the dashboard. Opening up the task brings up the samples to be tested and all of the information required to carry out the assay. The binder contains all the calculation for the assay and will receive the raw data and output the process data to BioRails. The binder opens when selected from the web page. First, I import the raw data from an instrument file. This instrument file is an Excel file. When the data is imported, I can check that the data is correct for the plate that I want. The data is then organized and processed by the binder. Once the data is processed, the first step is to inspect the plate calibrations. Then you can inspect the full analysis of the plate data. The results are organized in a color-coded table, and the contents of this table are what will be uploaded to BioRails. The table in BioRails has been set up to capture all of the endpoint data of the assay, and all intermediate data is stored as a file on the server, so that the intermediate data and the choices made during the analysis process are also captured. I can now close the binder and return to the web page. Upon refreshing the web page, all of the data is shown to be present in the database, including the charts as images. I can sign out as Janet. I will then sign back in as Samantha, the manager. Samantha can select the queue again to check the progress that's been made. Each item will have a link to the experiment where it's been processed. This experiment contains all of the results that have been produced. It's also possible to use a query to query all of the results of a particular assay over time. Every result from every experimental run can be searched for. This has been BioRails for DMPK CYP P450 IC50 assay.